Dude, we all did that. I used to do. I almost robbed a movie theater one time just so I could have something cool to talk about. Near women that I was afraid to talk about.
Yeah, that's what
talk
I'm saying.
to. Yeah,
we do things. You know what I mean? But that's not.
Why a movie theater?
Oh man, this is a long story, but like the dude that I knew, he had already robbed it.
Okay. You had to rewrite.
No, this
was doable.
This has been long enough. This has been long enough.
Okay.
So what he did,
Already did it.
I got to tell this story vaguely.
Okay.
All right, so let's just say there was this guy, right?
Yeah.
It's really just punk stuff. So he went to a movie
Yeah.
that nobody wanted to see, and he went to the last showing. And he waited for the 5-6 people that went to it. They emptied out, and then him and his buddy went up, and they stood behind the screen, and they just let them clean up and lock up. And then they locked up, and then when they went out, this is like the 80s, and then they fucking turned the Asteroids game around in Pac-Man and broke the padlock, got all the quarters,
Oh wow.
and then just went out the door. And by the time the alarm and the cops get there, you're gone.
Yeah.
So then he goes to me. He goes, there's a safe in the office. And I'm like, all right. I don't know how to talk to women.
Yeah.
This sounds good to me. So it's the same thing. Gonna go to some shit movie nobody sees. You stand behind the screen. And then when they leave, I go, well, they're going to lock the office door. And he goes, no, but they got the ceiling tile. He goes, you just push those things up and over. And then his idea was we were going to just take the whole safe because it wasn't big. And then take it out, throw it in the back of my truck. And I go, and then what? He goes, then we drive away. I go, how do we get it open? He goes, fucking hit it with a sledgehammer and a blowtorch and shit. Well, here's the thing about a safe. 2 things. You don't want somebody to be able to open it, and you don't want somebody to be able to pick it up and leave with it. I mean, they're heavy as shit. It was the stupidest fucking idea ever. And I was going to do it, and I called it off. And not even out of just, this is stupid. Something came up. And I called it off.
Right.
And we would have been on America's Dumbest Criminal.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. How are we going to get up and over the door? Because this is the thing. There was a big glass lobby. And then the office was in the corner. So if you happened to be driving by and watching this dude giving me like 10 fingers, however the fuck we were going to do it.
Yeah.
And then like, how are we going to get the safe out?
Right.
We don't have a 2-wheeler. We don't have anything to put it on.
Yeah.
What were we going to do other than we were going to get caught? And I asked the cop one time what I would have got. I go, you would have done about 3 years for that.
Oh, wow.
Something like that.
Yeah.
He goes, well, there's no gun involved. But he kind of broke the whole thing down. 3 to 5, you'd probably do half. 2.5, 3, you'd be out. We had one where you cover up the license plate with snow, and then the person goes into the liquor store, acts like they're going to buy the case of beer, and then right as you get up to the register, then you just run out, jump in the car, and you take off. So we sent the flakiest friend we had for some dumb reason to go in and do it.
Yeah.
And he ended up he chickened out, right? And then every weekend we would do it, and every weekend he would chicken out, and then that became the bit. Let's just send him in there, watch him bitch up, and then just stand there and be like, I don't have an ID. And we would die laughing, and then we'd try to get somebody to buy booze for us. So one day we were like day drinking, and we were fucking hammered. And we were in my buddy's station wagon, me, him, and this dude. And we went to this liquor store. And I was like, all right, dude. I didn't even cover up the license plate. It was the summertime. All right, go over there and do it. So I'm sitting there with this other guy, and we're just laughing and sitting there. And he goes, he's not really going to do this, is he? We go, nah, he's not gonna do it. He's just going to chicken out, and we'll find somebody else. It's a funny thing. And then all of a sudden, we just heard this commotion. he comes running around. I'll never forget. He ran around the corner and he's looking back instead of running. He's uncoordinated and he's got a case of beer and he's looking back, dude. And I swear to God, the fattest chick you've ever seen in your life is right on his ass with a pencil and a fucking pad of paper. So now we're starting to drive away. We're going, come on. He's running. And I got the tailgate down on the station wagon.
Yeah.
And he dives in. And as we're driving away, I hear her yell out, like, she's like, BX958, I got it.
Damn.
And then my buddy driving is almost in tears. He's like, dude, what the fuck did you do? Why did you do that? You said he wasn't going to do it. Like, he always chickened out. We got to get rid of the beer. So we go into this. This is just typical punk suburb shit. So we pull in, and I'm hammered.
Yeah.
I grab this case of beer and I run up this guy's lawn and I see somebody vaguely in the driveway looking at me and I throw it under the shrub and then run away with the guy. The owner of the house is looking at me. That's how drunk I was. We get in the car, we leave. Long story short, my buddy's neighbor was a cop. He recognized the plate. And then he goes, oh, gee, it's my jerk off neighbor. I'll handle that after work. And then what ended up happening was the dude who did it and the dude who drove got in trouble for it, and they didn't bring up that I was there. Oh. So then they went to court, and I was like, well, there's no reason for you to go because they don't know. And then they had to pay some fine, conduct unbecoming a good citizen. And they got like community service and shit like that.
That's like East Coast Goodfellas shit. You don't rat.